Welcome back to KP's Kingdom, cooking with KP. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make these amazing Chinese cauliflower toast. Just like a prawn toast, but no seafood involved at all. It's a great little vegetarian type option for you. Alright, first thing we've got is, we've got a pot of water. I'm just going to bring that up to the boil like that, and I'm just going to blanch off 500 grams of frozen cauliflower. If you don't want to use frozen and use fresh, cook that off for about 10 minutes or so until they just, a skewer will go through them just nicely. Alright, they're not going to take very long at all. So what we do is bring that up to the boil once again. Once it starts boiling, those things are done. We can go. We're going to strain those off. Okay, and here's the hardest part. That is waiting for all of that to cool down. We want nice cool cauliflower for this particular recipe. Alright, that's done. It's taken about an hour or so to cool down, and now I'm going to start making up my little bit of a mixture. I've got one spring onion which I've sort of diced up a little bit, and we're putting that cooled dried cauliflower into a food processor. Okay, just like that, and I'm actually going to do this in a couple of batches. This poor little food processor won't handle a full 500 gram bag. I should have got my big one out, but anyway. So I'm just going to blitz that up, just pulse that, and it'll all start coming together like a bit of a paste over a period of time. Okay, so I'm just going to add in a little bit of cauliflower, give it a blitz. It'll make a bit more room for a bit more cauliflower. Put more spring onion in. If you need a list of all the ingredients, it is at the end of the video. We're going to put in a 1/4 teaspoon's worth of ground white pepper, just like that. Okay, pretty easy. And a little bit of salt to taste, probably about sort of 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon's worth there. Right, we're going to keep blitzing that up, right, just like that. Okay, pretty simple. And I've got 2 egg whites. I'm just going to put those straight in, and that's going to help bind everything together. Alright, so I'm just going to give that one last blitz and mix, just like that, and we can start getting on with the rest of what we need. Now, if you want a bit of a prawny flavour, here I've got a little chunk of some belacan shrimp paste, and I'm just going to grate a little bit of that in just to give it a little bit of a fishy flavour. That is totally optional. Alright, I'll leave that up to you. Once again, just mix that through. Alright, pretty easy. And what we need to do now is just start making up our bread. We've got some pieces of bread. We're going to cut the crust off. Right, pretty simple. Right, just like that. And I'm going to cut these in half. Right, just like that. Right, and they're going to make up a nice little sized prawn toast or cauliflower toast. Alright, we're going to spoon on some of our mixture onto the bread, just like that. And I'm actually using a toast bread, so it's a little bit thicker. It'll carry the weight of everything just a little bit nicer. Spread that mixture over the top, just like that. Pretty easy, and as you can see, it's pretty pliable and malleable. Alright, I've given those a little bit of a dunk in some sesame seeds, for presentation and for flavour, of course. Alright, so I'm just going to continue on with the rest of our toasts. I ended up using about 4 slices of bread for this particular batch that I made, and it's as you can see, pretty easy to do. Right, so just keep layering that on just like that, and once again, dunk that in some sesame seed. Right, that'll stick to the top. Beautiful. Right, pretty easy. And I'm going to actually be shallow frying these. Alright, if you want to put them into the deep fryer, you can. Don't think they would work that well in an air fryer, but you can give it a go. Here I've got a bit of oil in a small wok, and all we simply have to do now is just put these in a couple at a time, and they're going to cook off for about 3 minutes ish aside, right, until they go golden brown on one side, right, and then we can give them a bit of a flip, just nice and carefully, just like that, and before you know it, you're going to have all these little toasts made. And probably don't taste as good as prawn toast, but I'll tell you what, the flavour and texture is pretty much spot on. So just deep fry those. As you can see, I'm losing a fair bit of sesame seed, but that happens with the prawn toast too. And all we have to do now is simply just going to serve that up. I've got a little bit of sweet and sour sauce and a little bit of soy sauce there, and you can serve that up with whatever you like. Alright, pretty easy to do, and make a really nice little entree slash bit of a party snack as well. Love to see you and try it's one at home. Thank you so much for watching this video. Really do appreciate it. If you like this video, hit that like button. It gives me confidence to make you feel warm and fuzzy too. Don't forget to hit that notifications bell to be notified every time a new video goes up, and share this video with all your friends on all platforms of social media. If you're on mobile, don't forget to hype this one, and please leave a comment. I love reading and love responding to them. If you want to learn how to make off the wall versions of classic entrees and things like that, just like this one, we need to come and join the family, my family. Hit that subscribe button and you'll never miss another one of my videos again. I have to eat my cauliflower Chinese toast, and I will catch you next time. Bye.